Hey, Superfly, how you doing? And I am not the coolest unicorn, so you're still lost, buddy. You know, my little avatar thing, it's she has a much funner time than me. She often looks like she's tripping or like she's high, you know, just she looks like she's having a good time. I use it during the day when the kids are still up, you know, roaming around and stuff. I typically only turn my actual, you know, my real camera on or whatever at night when I stream.
I don't need to print it. That's it. The divisions of the temple. That's the porch down by Lebec. Then the middle is the sanctuary. And the third part in the north must be the Holy of Holies.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't even paying attention to chat. I think I need more coffee. I'm so sorry. No, this game is kind of trippy. Um, the music just depends on what's going on in the game and where you're at and whatnot. I'm telling you, I am not with it today at all. Hey Eeyore, how you doing?
The center of the Holy of Holies. I think that's the site. It's on Mount Cardew. I'll write down the coordinates.
haven't we found it yet? I'm getting very discouraged, I can tell you. I thought Dr. Wen had such promising leads, and with the additions we came up with...
We mustn't give up yet, Lily.
Perhaps. Oh, why can't we simply pay someone to dig it up? I certainly can't with my tendinitis. And you, no offense, darling, but you're taking too long.
I'm trying.
Estelle!
Oh, sorry. Anyway, you said we couldn't let anyone else in on it.
Yeah, I wish I could
I
play
know what I said.
16,
Oh,
but
my.
I'll
Dr.
have to
Wen
wait
must
until it
be
comes to
right, mustn't he?
PC.
The great seed
It'll probably be like a
simply
year or
has to be
something.
here. Otherwise, how can one explain that cache of Egyptian artifacts he found here in 1963?
Of course it's here. We'll finish up at the site today, then check the maps again tonight.
Not me. I can't. I tell you, if we don't find it, I can't carry on one step further.
Please don't say that, Lily. Everything's going to be fine.
I'm sorry, Grace dear, but Estelle and I really must talk alone.
No, I don't think
You
it's
don't
that.
mind,
They
would
probably
you?
will port it to
No.
PC. It just
Thank you,
usually
Grace.
takes a bit. It's normally like 6 months to a year, I think. I could be wrong about that.
I'll go get the bike. Well, this is the back of Mount Cardew, but I think the actual point of the hexagram is further up that way. Who are the Magi? Who's leaving these things? There could be a cave entrance up there, but I can't tell from here. I think I'm getting close. What's that? It's a red handkerchief. Didn't Wilkes have one like that? He must have found this spot. Maybe that's why he was killed.
Oh, I bet that'll be awesome. Are you going to stream that one?
What a nice pile of rocks. What a nice pile of rocks.
I was thinking that there was supposed to be another random note here at the cave entrance, but I don't see it.
It's right around here, under that pile of rocks.
Well, I mean, some people like the chill streams. I, a lot of times when I do actually have time to sit and watch a stream, I just like feeling like I'm hanging out with the person. It's not even necessarily about the excitement of it, if that makes sense. But yeah, that one would be really good. But it's, I mean, you do you and whatever you enjoy and what you think will work. A lot of the games I stream are kind of chill and boring, but I'm pretty boring, so I guess it suits me.
I should go get the shovel.
Hey Shy, I hope you're having a good Wednesday. There's the note. I knew there was one there.
I knew it! Where was Osiris when the star shone over Bethlehem?
So, a monkey walks into a bar.
I'm sure. I mean,
Hi.
Hey,
there's an
Gracie,
audience
you
for
found
all
out
those
anything yet?
games. You know what I'm saying?
Not
People, different
exactly.
people like
You?
different
I'm
things.
working on it.
Oh. Well, I'll just run along. Well, I guess I should go up there and check it out. Wow, this is really nerve-wracking. I think I'm close. The ones who wove the vine in the Pharaoh's days weave it still. The ones who would steal the sacred wine long ago seek it still. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's talking about the vampires.
Alright, that's kind of what I've gotten into. I enjoy doing game playthroughs, and then I've been uploading them to my YouTube, making playlists out of them. I mean, every now and then I like to do, games like League of Legends or whatever, but lately it's been mostly games with, good stories to them.
I should go get the shovel. Guess I have to give it a shot. I thought so. If the treasure's down there, it is way down there. This mountain is solid rock.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Hey, somebody's parked out by that big orange rock that's off the main road. VDG 945F. I wonder who that is. Yep, time for some elbow grease. Larry's manuscript. Why am I not surprised? And it still has its plastic cover, too. That should give us a few opportunities. Aha. Aha. I got one. There's one print. There's a second print. 3 prints. Well, I think that's all of them. Finding anything, Estelle?
Not yet.
How'd you guys pick this spot anyway?
Out of the mouths of babes.
It's a perfectly sound analysis. Quite complicated to explain. Of course, we can't take credit.
Dr. Wen. Well, let's hope Dr. Wen isn't Wong.
Dr. Wen, huh? He needs to get a computer. Well. Looking for fresh meat?
Oh, I thought you were somebody.
It's quite a drop, isn't it?
If you're afraid of heights, petite, you shouldn't climb so high.
Well, I guess you...
My day's going okay. I've gotten in some game time. Things are pretty chill right now.
Where are the boys?
Have mostly been working
Their
on going
work?
through
I'm
everyone's
sure
clothes.
they'll
I have to do
find
that
me.
like once every few months. Between the kids outgrowing things, and people think they're being nice and just dump clothes on us because they know I'm poor. But then it ends up creating this massive laundry problem. Like, they just have too many clothes, which is a wonderful problem to have. I'm not complaining too much. I mean, I'd rather have too many than not enough. But I do have to go through and get rid of a lot of them just because we don't have space for them. But that's my primary project I've been working on lately.
Je regrette. The maid, she gets no answer when she knocks. Monsieur Knight must be out.
Merci beaucoup. I'll try again later. Grace.
James, hello. It's nice to see you again.
I was trying to find Gabriel.
He's out in the valley, I think, working on the case.
Has he found anything?
I think so, but he better tell you himself.
I see, all right. I'm staying at the Villa Bethania. Some people were kind enough to offer it. Will you ask him to come by as soon as he gets back?
Of course.
Grace, thank you.
Hello, Mr. Baza. Have you been out today?
Oh, here and there, Miss Nakamura, here and there.
Mr. Baza's next door to us. Well, he's here now.
Oh yeah,
but I
my
don't think he
kids
was a few
are
minutes ago.
they're going to thrive in a zombie apocalypse. My oldest son actually likes making weapons. Like he will just find stuff, random stuff, and try to make weapons out of them. But I make sure he's got all that stuff put up. But it's a little hobby of his. He's like, I'm preparing for the zombie apocalypse, Mom.
Working.
Bukele, the sneak.
Eeyore, that is true. I actually told my kids if they got into crafting and created something that could actually be useful, that we would look into selling it at maybe some of these local flea markets or things like that, you know?
Madeline had her hands on the manuscript.
I do not actually. I'm going to try to get a capture card so that I can stream from my Switch, but I don't actually know anything about using them. I've never done it before. And as far as doing it with older consoles, I have no idea. You'd have to probably look up something on YouTube for that.
Working.
Mosley. Gabriel was right. Et in Arcadia ego.
If you can get it figured out, that would be something really awesome to see. I think most people that stream these older games use emulators just to make it easier. But if you could actually stream from an older console, that would be awesome. I clicked the wrong one. There we go. That is true. I wish I had the time and the funds to do some quality cosplays. It's one of the
Oh my
things I would like to
God.
do before I get too old that it's
I
just
mean,
cringe.
oh
Because at
my
some
God.
point, well, you know, I'm gonna get too old to do that shit. Well, yeah, fair point. I just feel like if I did it, it would not be that good. Like, you know, if that makes sense. But because I'm mediocre anyway, I don't feel like I could pull it off when I, you know, as I get older or whatever.
I think Sagittarius is talking about some kind of local landmark, a snake figure. I ought to be able to find it on the map. Yep, that's it. That's the red serpent. That is weird. It must point out something.
Dude, I totally get that. I'm kind of the same way. I actually, even with like the streaming, it's almost too much socializing for me. Like if something happened and all of a sudden I started getting flooded with viewers and the chat was blowing up, I'd probably have a freaking panic attack, no lie. I just don't like And then I still, even now, sometimes have to take a break from social media altogether and just disconnect from it all for a week or so and then recharge. It gets overwhelming. But I'm trying to break out of my shell a little bit by doing this. But yeah, it's a bit much for me sometimes. That's awesome.
I've only got one more stanza. Capricorn. I am aware of the scent of the perfume which impregnates the sepulchre of the one I must release. Cursing the profane in their ashes and those who follow their ways, I returned from the darkness while making a gesture of horror at the abyss into which I had plunged. Here is the proof that I knew the secret seal of Solomon and had visited the secret places of the queen who watches over the king. They must be talking about going down into the cave. Take heed, my friend. Do not add or take away one iota. Think, and think again. The base lead of my words may contain the purest gold. Let he who has the understanding use it with wisdom.
Hello?
Hey, Mose, you're back.
Yep. Gabriel and I, we had it out.
You did?
Uh-huh. Guess my little secret is, out in the open now.
Huh. Is Gabriel here? I've had some real breakthroughs with Sydney.
Yeah, he wanted me to come and get you. He's holding a meeting in the dining room.
A meeting? Well, this ought to be interesting. What's up?
Just a minute, Gracie. Why don't you take a seat? All right. Fun times.
Sorry about that. I accidentally hit a button on my keyboard.
Vittorio Buccelli. Shortly afterwards, it was stolen from the first thief by...
Shit, I need to restart this block actually. I messed that up. He said something in the beginning of it, and I'm answering questions to solve like this puzzle or whatever, so I'm gonna reload real quick.
What's up?
Just a minute, Gracie. Why don't you take a seat? All right. Fun time's over. I want to know what's going on, and I want to know now.
I have no idea what you mean.
Nor I.
Then let me give you a clue. Earlier today, I had a certain unpublished manuscript in my room. Someone took that manuscript, and that someone was... Mosley. Shortly afterwards, it was stolen from the first thief by... Madeline Bouthane. The second thief couldn't hold on to it either. It was stolen for the third time by... Vittorio Buccelli.
And the third thief disposed of it by... burying it.
Really?
Yep.
But this is slanderous. You cannot prove a word.
Yeah. He can prove it. Every one of you left prints.
Santacielo.
Merde.
I admit it.
I did take the manuscript, but I didn't do it for my own personal gain or anything. I'm CIA.
Aha! That explains it.
Outrageous!
God, Mose. Congrats.
Thanks.
Mademoiselle Bouthane, what's your excuse?
I do not know what you mean.
Don't you? Let's consider the fact that you have way too much equipment for a tour guide.
But I am technically minded.
And lethal. My guess is French Internal Secret Service.
You are much too smart for your own good.
Oh, and you, Signore? Or should I call you Father?
It is not illegal for a priest to travel without a collar.
Oh, but you're not just a priest, are you? You came on a train from Rome, yet you lied. You said it was Naples. Why tell such a pointless fabrication unless you were hiding something? Like the fact that you're with the Vatican.
That is not a crime either.
But stealing manuscripts is.
Perhaps it is time for you to reveal your secrets, Gabriel.
Sure. I'm a private investigator. I'm here about the kidnapping of Prince James of Albany's infant son.
James Stewart's son has been kidnapped?
When did this happen?
You really didn't know? Either of you?
No.
Certamente no. I came only to report on any activity in the area. The Vatican feels that there are certain subversive parties who are trying to fabricate stories. Perhaps even go so far as to stage certain
Hey, Matt.
plant material. Naturally, the church is anxious that anything of the sort be prevented and...
I'm kind of AFK right now. I'm
Perhaps
putting
you're
some
right,
stuff in the oven.
But
I will be back in just a minute.
Buried near Rennes-le-Château.
That's why you were given this assignment?
I have been watching Rennes-le-Château for a few years now. There are certain political interests involved. Interests which might not be working for the long-term stability of the present French government. Besides, if there is an archaeological discovery to be made here, such
welcome.
findings
Thank
should
you
be
for the
controlled by the
follow.
French authorities. We want to make sure nothing gets smuggled out without our knowing.
I thought you needed excavation permits to do any serious digging.
Hypothetically, but several parties have applied for permits. We can only deny them for so long.
Mose?
The CIA thinks there's something going on over here with the Freemasons, the Priory, and the Knights of Malta. You name it. We've got to make sure our interests are being protected. You know, the good old US of A. Oh, they sent me on a tour as a kind of an audition, I guess. They didn't want anybody with legit CIA credentials. You know, anyone who could be traced. But I'll probably be starting full-time when I get back.
And the digging, monsieur?
Oh, intelligence got that tip from somewhere. I was just supposed to, check it out.
So it was the CIA who infiltrated our computer system. We thought it was the Priory. It is not the first theory we have had, I am afraid. Our cipher experts work on it when they can, and it appears this was another failed attempt. Right, monsieur?
I sure didn't find anything.
And now we can go, yes? I assume you have not found your kidnapper among us?
Man, my
But look
avatar
at-
looks so crazy sometimes.
You were very masterful, but you have not gotten everything from me yet. Perhaps you should come by my room and try a little harder, hmm?
And I always thought the idea of chastity belts was cruel and sexist. I finally get it.
I doubt they invented one strong enough for Madeline. Thanks for finding the manuscript. Where was it?
Bukele buried it out in the valley. I saw his moped from Blanchford.
Good job, Grace. As usual.
No
Prince James
idea.
at the Villa Bethania. He wants to see you.
I bet.
And there's some real progress on the treasure. With Sydney, I was able to...
I'll, come up later, okay?
Suit yourself.
I mean, there's nothing technically wrong with crazy. I myself am batshit crazy too. But,
Can we talk about the case for a minute?
Of course.
I've been thinking about our list of suspects. Larry and Prince James are Freemasons. The Abbé is Priory. I think we can cross them off.
Right. Bukele is Vatican, Madeline is French Internal Secret Service, and Mosley is...
Yeah,
God
most
help
of my
us,
people
CIA.
are
Yeah,
pretty
makes you think
crazy,
about
but it
renouncing
makes
your
for a fun
US
time,
citizenship,
so
doesn't it?
I've survived
yay!
Gingrich, I can survive this. But anyway, it's starting to feel like the end of 10 Little Indians.
I
There's
lost
hardly
my
anybody
sanity a
left.
long time
There's
ago.
still
I
Amelia
might have
and the two
actually
British
never
girls.
had
Come on,
sanity.
they're harmless.
I'm not really
Well,
sure.
Okay, they're not exactly harmless, from a sociological standpoint, but they are certainly not kidnappers. There's also Montreux. I deciphered Le Serpent Rouge, and it showed a red serpent on the map, with its tail wrapping right around Chateau de Serres. It really... well, it's pretty creepy.
I agree. He's our best suspect at the moment. I'll go check out Sarah's again. In the meantime, you keep an eye on Emilio, Lady Howard, and Estelle.
All right, but be careful.
I need to decide what it is I want to have
Sanity's
happen
kind of overrated,
before I
isn't it?
talk to her
So
about
you
it.
probably made a good choice
I
by
don't
getting a
wanna
refund.
screw up again. You've made some progress with Sydney, you said?
Yeah, I did. Several times.
Well, what'd you find out?
Oh, lots of stuff you probably don't care about. But it did help me find an entrance to an underground cave. I think Wilkes was onto it before he died.
That does sound promising. Maybe we can go over it later. I have a few last things I want to do first.
Sure.
I do appreciate your returning the manuscript, Mr. Knight.
If I'd known what Mr. Sinclair here was up to, I wouldn't have taken it in the first place.
Well, what's done is done. But I think it's time we had a serious conversation.
Absolutely. Do you consider yourself to be a bloodline descendant, Prince James?
Well, it may sound foolish to you, but a belief in our lineage and the responsibility that it brings has been the motivation behind everything the Stuarts have done for centuries. You see, we take our heritage very seriously.
So, you think the kidnapping is a response to Sinclair's manuscript, to its positioning you as the head of the bloodline?
It's not just the manuscript, but yes.
Have you received any demands from the kidnappers, or...
No. Look, I'm willing to give up my claim forever if that's what they want, as long as my son is safe. But we don't even know who to contact to make such a concession. The Priory swears they're not responsible, and no one else has come forward. My God, I'm at the end of my rope.
Perhaps it's not political.
If I let myself even consider that it might be the night visitors, I can't imagine what they would want with...
I'm sorry. I know how awful this is. What are these negotiations between the Freemasons and the Priory about?
Because of our common heritage, there's certain wisdom and property that's shared. And now that the dispute over the bloodline heir is coming to a head, these things must be settled.
You're trying to get permits to excavate out here, aren't you?
I don't know where you heard such a thing. But I admit we have been hedging our bets, in case negotiations go badly.
What kind of property do the Freemasons have?
We have a few of the treasures that have always been sacred to the descendants of Moses.
Like what? The Ark of the Covenant? Something like that?
I'm not at liberty to say. But the bloodline treasures are dispersed. Whoever takes the mantle, in the end, will want them. All of them.
What about the Priory? What do they have that you want?
The Priory controls the treasure the Templars couldn't take with them to Scotland because it was embedded in the very landscape.
The treasure of Rennes-le-Château?
Yes, but they're not to touch it until we've agreed on a treaty. You see, we have things they want too.
Does the grapevine motif mean anything to you? Viticulture in general?
Yes. The wine of communion represents the blood of Jesus, and the grape represents his body. And the grapevine, in some circles, represents the desposony, the house of David. You have heard Jesus called the fruit of David, I assume?
Of course.
Where did you see such a motif, Mr. Knight?
Oh, it's in the church.
What about my son, Mr. Knight? I'm willing to tell you certain things, but please, have you learned anything new?
I've narrowed it down to a few suspects. In fact, I was going to follow up on that right now.
Very well. Mesme and I will continue our own efforts. We'll see you back here this evening, then.
Absolutely. And, try not to worry.
I do appreciate your tenaciousness, Mr. Knight.
Yeah? I've had shots for that, but never mind. I'll see you.
What an extraordinary man.
Excuse me, Mr. Arnaud.
Hello, Mr. Knight.
I've been meaning to ask you something.
And what is that?
I've been meaning to ask you about your association with the Priory of Sion.
Where did you hear such a thing?
Prince James's men? See, I'm working for Prince James. I came here to see about the kidnapping myself.
I see. Well, I'm not really surprised, though I would have expected more polish from Prince James's agents. Ce n'est pas d'importance. You will learn nothing from me. The Priory would never stoop to kidnapping a child.
And tell me, what sort of things would the Priory stoop to?
I have nothing to say to you about the Priory, Mr. Knight. But whatever you hear from Prince James, remember, it is their side of the story.
The Priory is trying to get official permission to excavate in the area, isn't that right?
Yes, but so are the Freemasons. Naturally, we have an advantage being French.
And what exactly are you planning to excavate?
Far more learned ears than yours have been denied that knowledge.
Really? Including yours? Have they told you what it is?
Really? Quel toupet?
Excelsior Montreux, the owner of Chateau de Serres, is he a Priory member too?
Not at all. Why?
Oh, just wondering. The Priory does have issues with Prince James, though, doesn't it? Political issues?
What could you understand about such matters? We have been working for centuries to get the bloodline on the throne of France. Do you know, we almost succeeded. Marie Antoinette was desposée, and she had a son who would have been king. But the damned revolution ruined everything.
Yeah, revolutions can really fuck up your long-term conspiracies. I take it the Priory doesn't like the idea of the Stuarts regaining power.
In Scotland, perhaps. Not in France. Not over the European Union. The Habsburg-Lorraines are a much more critical line. Besides, we could hardly accept a Scot on the throne.
I see your point. Oh, those bagpipes can get annoying. So there really is a treasure?
Beyond measure.
Well, so why don't you just go in and take it?
The Templars lived a long time ago.
You don't know where it is, do you?
There are certain disadvantages to keeping information in the hands of a chosen few. When the French Revolution occurred, the Abbé here was the guardian. He was forced to flee to Spain. His records were lost for decades. Then Saunier rediscovered them. He was a greedy bastard, and he was tormented by the Great Secret. He offered fragments of the documents for exorbitant sums. He fabricated and destroyed evidence, and died without revealing what he knew.
That's why you've leaked information, isn't it? You hoped someone would solve the riddle for you.
There is a season for everything, and the season for the unveiling is coming very soon. One way or another, the treasure will come to light.
What is it you're so determined to unveil?
One day soon, you shall know. Now excuse me, Mr. Knight. Oh, and I do wish you luck in finding the infant.
Yeah, with the Holy Grail stuff, I know, me too. I freaking love. That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
I'll go.
Good afternoon, Mr. Knight.
You need to slow down before you hit oil.
I appreciate your concern. I'll be finishing up here soon.
Nothing, huh?
No, not a thing.
Does she really need money that badly?
Lily's not the sort to live like ordinary people. She was raised
I had the DVD
to shine.
once a long time
You
ago
wouldn't
as well.
understand. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Or like when they're anytime they're talking about the Grail, I expect to hear one of them like over exaggerate the rolled R's. The Grail. Also, I did that really bad, but mediocrity is what I do best. So.
This is my room.
You know, I thought that you could get Estelle's fingerprint earlier on in the game in the room as long as you didn't touch the suitcase, but I could be wrong about that. This might be the only chance you get to get her print is off that water bottle.
That analyze stuff is Gracie's thing, you know? Uh-uh. I'll go get the Harley.
Alrighty, or thank you for coming by. I hope you have a good night.
Uh-oh, it's Marceau.
The chateau is closed, Monsieur Knight.
I noticed. Well, I didn't see a buzzer down at the gate, so I had to come up. Now, I hate to bother y'all, but I'm leaving the area today, and I really need to ask Mr. Montreux just a few more teensy questions. Oh, please.
Oh, wait here.
My apologies, Mr. Knight. It is a very bad day for visitors.
Boy, I've had some of those. This is probably really inconvenient, but I'm leaving France today, and I was hoping to feature Sarah's in my article. You made quite an impression on me.
Did I?
Oh, yeah. What I was really hoping was to snag a few more bottles of that Merlot. My editors won't let me give anything 5 stars unless they've tasted it, and boy, that Merlot deserves 5 stars.
Oh, well then, I applaud your taste. Of course I can get you more bottles. I'll have Marceau open the tasting room.
Actually, I'm guessing, well, you guys have a wine cellar. Am I right?
Yes.
Could we go down there and get the wine? It'd make a much more romantic opening for my article. I could just make it up, but as you said yourself, God is in the details.
I don't believe I said that, but I couldn't agree more. I'll take you down myself.
Oh, wow. I knew this place would be great. I was reading about those Roman mines they had around here. Does this cellar attach to anything, like that?
No. Ah, here it is, the 76 Merlot.
I've been thinking
Ugh, so glitchy.
About how the breeding of grapes is like the breeding of people.
That is not what I said.
Oh, it's a terrific analogy. Maybe even the angle on my new story. So would you say this Merlot is like, say, a king of wines? Or just a gorgeous camel? Look at that. God, am I an idiot?
No, please, don't bother. It's...
Ow!
Oh, my. You cut yourself.
Oh, it's nothing.
You are asking about the wine? No, not a prince. Our little Merlot. Then again, it's not exactly wine in the box either. But yes, it's eminently drinkable.
Right. Oh, gosh, look at the time. I have that flight to catch.
Thanks. See myself out.
God. Hey, it's open. Uh-oh. There's something up there. A black sedan. I knew it. Nope, those don't work together. What's up there?
Most sacred. After tonight, the adepts will converge in Cairo.
Oh, shit.
Voila, Mission Knight. What are you?
Look, it's the man from the train.
Where could he be? Hi, Simone. Have you seen Mr. Knight?
No, not this evening. Is he, missing, mademoiselle?
Missing? No, oh, no, I didn't know if he had gotten back yet. Thanks. Oh, God.
Hi, Grace.
Hi. What are you guys doing?
Oh, we hold the Ecumenical Conference of Spies.
However, we already have one American present.
Not the one you want, though, huh? Oh, well, can't win them all.
Big.
Where is Gabe, by the way? Any, news?
I haven't heard from him. I'll let you know if I do.
Okay.
working.
Estelle! She was the one who left Le Serpent Rouge? I really don't have time. I heard Lady Howard mention some Egyptian artifacts that were found here.
I don't know what you mean.
If I show you my copy of Le Serpent Rouge, will you tell me about the Egyptian artifacts?
Follow me. Good. Lily's having a bath. Oh, she's been so distraught lately. She hasn't been in the mood to talk about the mystery. Dr. Wen found these objects when he was digging here 20 years ago. He became convinced that the Wren mystery was deeply tied with Egyptology. He believes there's a seed of alien wisdom buried here, a seed similar to that planted in Egypt.
Huh. So, where did Dr. Wen find these artifacts anyway?
On the back of Mount Cardew, in a cave. He said it headed off into further caverns, but he never got the chance to explore them before his accident.
His accident?
Yes. Didn't you know?
Oh, my.
That cave is on private land now. Not that it matters. It was just one of the many storage caves of the Atlanteans. The seed itself is the real treasure. It was placed based on cosmic alien logic. Unfortunately, Dr. Wen's latest calculations still seem to be a bit off.
I'm not surprised. That cosmic alien logic's a bitch. Can I just look at the pictures, please?
Oh, of course. I'm sorry.
What's this?
Dr. Wen never identified it. Odd, isn't it?
Can I borrow this photograph? I promise I'll get it back to you.
In exchange for Le Serpent Rouge?
Deal. I better go. Good luck, Estelle.
Thank you, Grace. Of course, I wish you the same.
Please.
The reverence is not for you.
I know that.
You should not be here. You should not be anywhere near this place.
They do not know I'm here.
You had better hope not. We have enough to worry about with the baby.
Has there been any confirmation that he's the Kanosh Kanaya?
No, the signs are ambiguous. We won't know for certain until he's old enough to show his will.
But if you do not know, they cannot know either.
I'm certain they do not, but they will take his blood anyway. And it may be enough.
Of course, we must stop them.
How? You have been watching Mr. Knight?
Yes, you were right about his family. He has his own destiny to fulfill in all of this, and the girl has found the entrance to the temple.
It may be too late. We're almost out of time.
Not until midnight. I have tried to prepare them as best I could, but it is almost cruel to send him in.
Do you foresee something?
I have told you, I will not foretell the outcome, but the forces arrayed below will be terrible.
He will not be sent alone. When can we start?
Give me time to speak with him. I will call you at the villa.
Very well. Till then.
Oh my God, what is going on? I think it's time we had a talk, Mr. Baza. You left that copy of Le Serpent Rouge at the museum for me, didn't you?
Yes.
And the little notes at the center of the circle and the arms of the hexagram.
Guilty as charged.
I don't get it. If you wanted to help Gabriel and I, why didn't you just be open about it?
I must be very careful that certain people do not know that I am here.
You're part of the secret brotherhood, aren't you? You and Mesme.
You are correct about Mesme. He is with the Brotherhood, but I am not. I haven't been for some time.
And Montreux, he's one of the others, the ones who steal the blood?
Yes. They call themselves adepts of the holy blood, but they are vampires, pure and simple.
I don't understand. Why doesn't the Brotherhood just stop the vampires?
If you are to understand what we're up against, you must know the whole story. Listen. The secret brotherhood.
All right, time for another glitchy FMV sequence.
The bloodline. It is a process intricately linked to the stars. The birth of the Divine One, the one the Brotherhood calls the Kenosh Kenaya, can only happen during certain planetary alignments with the constellation Osiris. Just over 2,000 years ago was the last such configuration. The Brotherhood was expecting something profound.
I'm totally fine with you guys muting this, by the way. It's really annoying. I would just skip over it if I wasn't trying to capture at least the text of what's going on. I'm sorry it's so glitchy.
There were many branches of the bloodline, even back then. One was the House of David, and it was to this branch that the signs pointed. So the Brotherhood used their influence and a bit of magic to convince the current heir, Joseph, to marry his betrothed before the date prescribed by Jewish tradition. Mary conceived. The signs for the birth were auspicious, a conjunction of two planets, Jupiter and Mercury. This created a star.
It's not always glitchy. Sometimes it's like straightens up and it does great. I don't know what's going on with it.
Sign of success. But the Jewish king, Herod, heard of the birth of a Davidic heir and threatened the infant's life. The Brotherhood took the family to Egypt, and the young god was reared there, tutored in the ways of the infinite.
So Jesus was the Kenosh Kanaya?
Oh yes, he was what we had awaited, the open portal between man and the infinite. The one who could see the fabric of the universe and alter it at will.
Wow.
But he was also a Jew. Jesus insisted on studying the Torah, learning his heritage. As he read the tales, he became convinced that he was the Jewish Messiah. From the Brotherhood's point of view, it was a limited ambition. And yet, who were we to tell the Divine One what he was or was not?
What happened?
He returned to Jerusalem. A few of the Brotherhood went with him to watch over him. What we didn't realize, perhaps because we were not Jews, was that Jesus intended to fulfill the prophecies.
It's like the text is on time and it takes a while for the video to catch up. It's so crazy.
What about the vampires? Where do they come in?
I will try to explain. You see, the Brotherhood collected blood samples for study and testing before they selected brides. There were certain magical rites performed. There had always been rumors that some of these priests had dared imbibe the blood to steal power for themselves. Of course, such things were taboo, and when these rumors surfaced among the initiates, they were harshly scolded. But when Jesus was being reared in Egypt, there was a young initiate who envied his strange abilities. He began to whisper to his friends that to truly serve the Kenosh Kanaya, the priesthood ought also to be immortal, just like the Kenosh Kanaya himself.
Jesus was immortal?
In a sense, he could reweave the fabric of his body at will, just as he could those of others. chose to perform the sacrifice the prophecies demanded. It wouldn't have been much of a sacrifice had he rescinded.
So what happened with the young initiate?
His name was Sine, and one of the boys he persuaded was Ali, son of the Brotherhood's headmaster. Ali wasn't a bad boy, but he loved Jesus and liked the idea of living with him forever. Fortunately, he approached his father about it one night. When the headmaster heard of the heresy, he exploded. Sine and his followers were expelled. Only Ali remained, having repented his ignorance. But Sine and his followers didn't give up. Sine grew bitter. He decided they would steal the blood. He kept his eyes on the conclave, but could never get close. When Jesus left for Jerusalem, they managed to keep it secret from Sine. He did not arrive in Israel until it was too late.
So Sine's group, the Adepts, are still after the blood.
Even worse, they found it. Jesus had heirs, 2 sons. That was the one thing he did agree to do for the Brotherhood's sake. His sons were only human. They'd missed the window of Osiris, but they survived to have descendants.
Now the window is open again.
Yes,
Is the baby, Charlie, the Kenosh Kanaya?
we do not know. It depends on how well the vine has been woven. It depends on many things. Sadly, it may not matter. Where the Brotherhood has woven for 2,000 years, the Adepts have tasted. The bloodline grew too broad for the Brotherhood to protect each descendant every minute. And as the vampires succeeded in stealing here and there, they grew in power and in corruption. They will resort to anything for the blood, blackmail, murder, even black magic.
They've been mixing the blood as you have, but in their own bodies.
Exactly. And they've been doing it for so many generations that they have changed, physically. It is a result of the blood, but even more, the result of corruption. You see, the power they have is stolen. It is not theirs. Even so, they are strong. The Brotherhood does not taste of the forbidden fruit. They're no match for the Adepts anymore, and the baby's blood may be enough to tip them over the threshold, even if he's not all we think he might be.
So what will happen if they take his blood?
Montreux will be king of the world, Rex Mundi incarnate.
God. Ah, it's Gabriel. Thank heaven.
Thank heaven indeed. We have quite nearly run out of time. May we meet in your room, Ms. Nakamura?
So they chased me for miles. Good thing I had the Harley.
God is good.
Yeah, vanity works too.
It's time we talked about the temple. We must reach the Holy of Holies before midnight.
The temple?
I've been trying to tell you. Sydney helped me find it.
There will be traps to keep out the uninitiated.
He means those who are not initiated into the mysteries.
Gabe's read a lot of mysteries, haven't you, bud?
No, my friend. The hermetical mysteries. This is why Mesme must go with you. I would go, but I dare not risk it while the Adepts are down there.
I'd like to go.
I was hoping you would stay here with me, Grace. We can use Mesme's radio to stay in contact with the others. They may need some of your computer expertise.
But...
3. 3 is the number that will best protect the group. Myself, Gabriel, and I believe Mr. Mosley is a trained police officer?
Hell yeah, I'll go. I got a gun in my room. But, there aren't really any vampires down there. Are there?
A few. If I know Montreux, he will admit only his most trusted allies tonight. For such a prize as the baby, he might be challenged. His kind are not known for their loyalty.
Yikes.
What about the treasure?
God willing, we must remove it to safer keeping.
Wait a minute. This is about the kid. I'm not putting my butt on the line so you guys can get rich.
It's not what you think.
I assure you, the baby is the first priority for us all.
Just don't get too far ahead of me, bucko. Now let's see that map.
Where is this thing?
We are very close.
She said it was... Yep, she was right.
Whoa.
Here goes nothing.
Be careful.
Was that really necessary?
Stop whining. Look at this place.
Wait. Everything here could be a trap.
What? You want to lead?
No. Just be wary. Moseley and I will follow.
Sounds good to me.
Great. I think someone took a lot of trouble to build this place. The question is, why? That thing looks familiar. Isn't there something like that on the dollar bill? I think someone took a lot. We're in this big room. The floor reminds me of the floor in the church. Black and white tiles. Mean anything to you?
Yes! It's a chessboard!
Crap, I think I already messed up. That's the one I need to land on last. I might have to redo this one.
I don't have time for that now.
Oops, I didn't see that one had a skull on it. Well, shit. I can't. This is a hard puzzle. Yeah, I can't step on the swords again. I can only move in the way that a knight does in chess. It's like a chessboard. These squares, obviously, that you know, they'll kill you. Let me try something. Maybe all that does is light them back up. I might be able to. I'll try something. Nope, I died. Okay, I will be right back. I have to get the kids fed and.
Nope, those don't work together.
At one time, I could do this without even thinking about it, but it's been a while since I've played this game.
I don't have time for that now.
Shit, I think I've got myself in a foul again. This is really hard. I might have to start at a different block. Maybe I'll try starting on one of these blocks first.
2 of the tiles in the front row have a cross shape on them.
Shit. My bad. Dang it, I did it again. I should have went over to this one. Fuck. I was so close that time too. Well, that reset it, so that's good to know. I used to be able to do this puzzle and not even really think about it just because I've played this game so much, but I just can't. My brain doesn't work anymore. Hey Strom, how are you doing?
I don't have time for that now.
No doubt. I was thinking about drinking a little bit before I stream or while I stream later on tonight. I'm thinking, but I'm probably stuck again. I might have to like look up a guide on this. Well, I've played what I was telling the others, I've played this game a lot, and I used to be able to do this puzzle No, it's pretty simple concept. So the swords, you jump on them one time only. You can't step on the skull once. The other tiles disappear after you get on them once, and you can only move in the way of a knight. So I mean, it's a hard puzzle, but I don't know. It's annoying. This is, I think, the worst puzzle in the temple. Alright, I looked up a guide. Yeah, my avatar's always having a good time. I went to the wrong... The kids got me distracted and I went to the wrong thing. I don't know if I can recover from this or not. Sorry, guys. Fucking finally.
Hey, I got one open.
Excellent, Mr. Knight. Keep moving. We'll be right behind you.
Be careful, bud.
So much for safety in numbers.
And a pendulum. Gee, wonderful.
Oops, I didn't click in time. Oh my god, that didn't save. Oh my god, fucking hell. I thought I saved my game. Holy shit. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. I will be editing this when I upload it to YouTube, so you all don't have to see all that bullshit. It is not funny.
Hey, I got one open.
Excellent, Mr. Knight. Keep moving. We'll be right behind you.
Be careful, bud.
So much for safety in numbers.
Son of a bitch. Probably. I can't remember what position I need to be in to do this. And that's what she said. This thing's causing my avatar to twitch.
I don't have time for that now. I don't have time for that now. I don't have time for that now. I don't have time for that now.
Oh my god.
I don't have time for that now.
Shit.
I'm starting to really hate this place.
Holy shit.
Hey! Works for me.
I don't hear anything. Just walking. There's something I've been wondering.
Yay, more glitchy FMV sequences. I'm so excited.
For the wandering Jew. He really exists, doesn't he? And it has something to do with the blood of Jesus?
Yes, Grace.
But it's not the way the legends claim, is it? Jesus cursing someone to go on.
No.
The vampires didn't get the blood of Jesus. But someone else did.
Ah, yes. Ali, the headmaster's son, was among those who accompanied Jesus back to Jerusalem. For 3 years, he watched Jesus teach. It was, well, amazing. But in the end, neither he nor his father could stop Jesus from his course. The day of the crucifixion, Ali's father was so ill with grief that he had to be carried from Golgotha. Only Ali was left to keep vigil. Ali could not believe it was ending. All the promise of the Kanosh Kanaya, all the centuries of planning were being destroyed. Jesus was allowing it to be destroyed. Something in him rebelled. He remembered Sine's words, and in his grief and rage, he thought he might be able to save the blood in himself. He did not mean to become the Kanosh Kanaya. You must understand that. He simply could not watch that hope spill into the ground. So he drank it.
Why hast thou forsaken me?
Your fingertips are worn smooth, but I don't get it. If you've got the power of the Kanosh Kanaya, why didn't you stop the vampires a long time ago?
I promised my father I would not use the power. Never. Not for anything. It is not mine to use. It was the only way I could live with what I had done.
Never? Not for anything?
No, Grace. Not for anything.
But that must be...
It is all right. There is work to be done. Do you hear anything now?
Damn it! Can we stop with the falling stuff already? Grace, I need a translation. I think it's Latin. Pentum initiantibus sacrarum signi superesse licet.
Okay, it means beware, only the initiates of the mysteries of the seal may survive. Is everything going okay?
Piece of cake. Nope, those don't work together. Nope, those don't work together. Gracie, what does elige unum mean?
Emilio says it means choose one.
Nope, those don't work together. I could be mistaken, but that sure looks a lot like fire. Got it. Well, that did something. Here's another one for you. Agnosce naturem corporas tui.
Checking. Here, it reads, identify the nature of your body. Where are you?
Well, it ain't Kansas. I'll buzz you later. I think it's a mirror, but it's tilted toward the ceiling. I don't want to break it. This place isn't exactly tolerant of mistakes. I think it's a mirror, but it's... I don't want to break it. This place isn't... I don't want to break... I think it's a... All right, here goes. Oh, that's disgusting. Wow. Oh, I need one of these at home. The doors are open. God.
There you are. Did you see that huge pendulum thingy? What was up with that?
Thank you for preparing the way. We had little trouble.
Glad I could help. I guess we have to pick one of those.
We await your lead.
I don't mean to be rude, but I thought you were supposed to be the expert.
Never fear. We will be of use to you very shortly.
We're here for you, bud.
I think it's a long way down. Is there something I'm missing here? All right, guess we'll try this funky.
Ha ha, really funny.
No, I'll go first. I insist.
Thank you, Mr. Knight.
Oops. Damn it. And I guess if you stand there too long, it disappears. Yay!
Man, I hate that kind of thing.
You hate it. I was the one who...
I told you we would be useful. You must get through the veil and save the child. We will hold these three.
Are you sure?
No. Yes. Go on.
Curse you to hell. I should have known you for a treacherous liar.
I'm a liar, and you're a blood-sucking vampire. Now that we've got that straight, Give me the kid.
Stop, or I'll rip him to pieces right now.
You can't do that. You've got to have time to savor a good vintage.
You ignorant dog. You piece of refuse. You have no idea who I am. I will shred your limbs and suck the marrow from your broken bones.
Yeah? Why don't you come out of there and give it your best shot, old man?
Domini inferi, exorditi tricationum. By the power of Hermes and Solomon, I call upon the protector, Asmodeus, guardian of sacred treasure.
Not
This one has come to steal the treasure. Kill him.
definitely not good. I don't have time for that now.
Shit, I should have used the talisman on it first.
I don't have time for that now.
It's holy blood. No. No. It's holy blood. Holy.
Christ. Is he it? Is that the last of them?
I think so.
You have done very well. We owe you more than we can ever repay.
Just glad Charlie's okay.
Ah, he's unmarked, praise God.
Unfreaking believable. Those guys out there were like vampires.
No. What's he up to? What is it?
Raise the lid.
I did not know. May the gods have mercy. I did not know. You are already forgiven. Please. Is there anything I can do? For your family,
I will need a service from one of your descendants. If you will allow it, will you be a servant for the light?
Yes. Anything.
Then raise the end of your sword to my lips. Carry the gold with you. It will protect you from evil. Now go in peace and love God.
Todd, why doesn't he say something?
It is over. God be praised. Everyone is safe.
They are? Are you sure? Where are you going?
To the Master. Goodbye, dear one. You must take very good care of yourself now.
Goodbye.
Remember, when one path to your destiny is blocked, another will appear.
Was that?
Don't say it. God. Come on.
What is it? Something is wrong, yes?
None of us could sleep.
I came over to see if anyone knew. I felt so strange tonight.
For heaven's sake, let the man speak.
The baby is safe.
What baby?
That is fabulous news. But who?
Tell him, Mose.
Gabriel? But where are you going? I have something to tell you.
What?
All of the things I said before. About wanting to know you, to be with you. You must think I only wanted information. It is not true. I was so worried about you tonight. It made me realize how much I meant it.
Really?
Yes.
Odd. I'm just starting to realize how much I didn't mean it. Excuse me?
Gabriel!
Gracie! Grace! Grace, you'll never believe.
That's it. I always wanted them like to see what happened next, you know? Like, did he find Gracie? There were rumors that maybe she had even gotten pregnant by their little one night stand that they had. But this is the end of it. She never made another Gabriel Knight game after this. It's kind of sad. I'm gonna let the credits roll and then I'm gonna stop my stream. I think instead of doing Diablo tonight, I might start Hellblade. I've been really, really wanting to start that game, but I've been waiting until I got done with the Gabriel Knight series. And then I can pick up Diablo probably in the morning if I stream in the morning. So, yeah. I did not get a perfect score. I could have gotten a better score on this game, but I missed a lot of little things. Yay, unicorn! All right. I guess that's it for that. I will pick up probably Hellblade tonight. I'll try to start at about 8:30, maybe sooner depending on how the kids are, but I've got to go and get them ready for bed and do some housework before I do anything else. I hope you guys have a good evening and I hope to see you again later. Bye.